Hey everyone. I was trying to fix my ponytail and the wings are not winging sometimes. I mean, just had to fix a little something something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying. Look, I went live earlier and I was like, I don't even have my coffee. I don't got nothing fixed. Let me make sure everything's good in here. And this chair is just not. I think I need like a footstool. Okay. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you guys. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Weather in East Tennessee is beautiful today. Shout out to everybody from East Tennessee. Thank you. Guys, everybody, come on in. I'm not gonna do the long intro today because I kind of want to have us hit the ground running. There's been just so much that has happened over the week. Did we talk about Rudy on Saturday? No, we didn't. Talked about him on Sunday. I can't even remember. Well, today we didn't talk about. We talked about him on Saturday. The whole mom and the five husbands and whatnot, whatnot. We took a break on Sunday, and then we're back at it because there's just been more information coming in. Uh, Grizzy went to the house and basically saw kind of like the hideout spot of where he was being hidden, and that was interesting to even see. There was a lot more that came out of that. We'll look into that, but I also want to talk about Gypsy Rose because people were asking me, well, what is Gypsy Rose? And we could definitely talk a little bit about Gypsy Rose as to why her name keeps coming up when it comes to this whole case. I think that's important. But before I get started, let me do just a little quick intro to get us going, and then I'll shout all the beautiful members in the house. All righty. Ooh, my goodness. Okay. Lord have mercy. Everybody's hitting me up on the um what? Okay. 1 second, you guys. I got some more messages coming through. Okay. All right, you got to be careful what sources you're trusting and whatnot. Okay, welcome everybody. Let me see who is here in the house, and I might have to get my other device going. Rose with Thorns, Bunny, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, do the right thing, my beautiful mod. Shout out to you. Thank you for being in the house. Let me just check something real quick as I'm getting this. My phone is ringing off the hook. Is there something going on that I don't know? Jesus. Okay, hold up. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it like this and move this out of the way real quick. 1 second, you guys. Okay. Little space, but a shitload of things that I have. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rose with Thorn. Who else is in the house? Bunny, welcome. Thank you. Live will be here when it starts. Texas. Live will be here. Gotcha. Okay, welcome. Yes, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Oh my gosh. Let me see. SW, thank you so much for telling people to hit that like button. Thank you. Generally, Jenny, Chico's in the house as well. Thank you guys so much. Who else? My goodness, everybody come on in. Tammy, welcome, Tammy. Abby, thank you for coming through. Hope the weather in the US is better than here in the UK. Shout out to everybody from the UK. Where's Wim? Shout out to Wim. Yes. Marie, welcome. Layla. Christina, welcome. Yes, all my beautiful members. Tammy. Tammy is still melting in Florida. Army, welcome. Laurel, welcome. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh. Lexi Texi. Yes, grandma's in the house. Thank you. Lex, thank you. Good morning to the beautiful people. Yes, it talks baby girl, grandma Sherry. Oh my God, everybody. Amy, come through. Thank you. Look at y'all talking about the weather down there. Good. Dutch, welcome. Okie, welcome. I've got words. Yes, everybody. And shout out to everybody from Facebook, all the Facebookers that are joining us. Shamina, how are you? Okay. Morals is in the house, bowling with cotton balls. I've got words. Pay girl, welcome. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for reminding all the beautiful people to hit that like button. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. I am Mike M. Welcome. Everybody, come on in. Okay. It's been a lot happening over the week, right? So this morning I woke up, I had no coffee, and I finally got my coffee. I went to Starbucks and I got me a little, what is it? The brown shaken oat espresso. That's like the drink that I really like. It's a little easier on my stomach with all that caffeine. I know, right? I woke up and I was like, what is going on? For those that don't understand, we were watching this video. If you're not familiar with what we saw this morning, we're going to watch it right
Yesterday
now
because
again. Reporter Matthew, this might be from that reporter. So I'm trying to get connected to with this reporter too. So I think we're starting to understand a little bit of these moving pieces, right? And what's going on. We have this young man who goes missing for 8 years. He has had a very interesting upbringing in terms of tragedy, right? His father commits suicide, who's also part of the force. The mother has, I believe, a total of 3 kids that we know of. When Rudy was growing up, it sounds like brother Charles was the father figure. Okay. He tragically passes away in a motorcycle accident. He did service time in the Marines. Okay, so he was also military. And then after that, we're finding out that there was foreclosures in the home. Rudy allegedly gets cancer. Then I'm finding out that no, that's not true. There was no cancer, never. But there are reports that that had been put out there. Yes, there are questions about his DOB. I don't like, even though law enforcement, because law enforcement was asked twice in that press conference, is this really the DOB? I don't know if it is. I'm be honest with you. There's just confusion to this. Um, this whole story is bizarre. Present time, he is found. Mr. Quanell X comes through, has a conversation with him, and all these allegations are coming out, and that leaves everybody kind of like, where do we go from here? No charges can be pressed. Technically, I believe. I'll check that in a minute, SW. Um, that's interesting. I will check that in a minute. No charges can be pressed because at least it looks like they can't really determine if a crime happened or not. I don't know if they consider what Rudy said as an outcry from a victim. This is so much. So we're kind of left here where people are worried about this young man going back to his mother's. Everybody on the weekend was talking about this. Grizzy went to the place where Rudy was staying at, and she found where mom would hide Rudy out when people would come over, if the police was over. There are beer bottles, chicken, fast food things, all in that area. There are concerns about mom's behavior because she's a gun owner, although my understanding is that a lot of people in Texas are gun owners, and that's what they do over there. They own guns. I mean, everybody, that's my understanding. I could be wrong. Does everybody in Texas own a gun for the most part? Um, Now, are they registered gun owners? That's a whole separate conversation. I don't know if Rudy is one, but allegedly he's also held firearms. You also have the allegation that from Janie's side of the family. Do you? Give me one sec. That's what I said. 99% of the, so I'm not surprised as far as access to guns go. Um, I'm not surprised. I mean, the majority of the people that I've known from Texas usually own guns, and they're, and to each his own. Y'all do your thing. I don't. I'm not gonna say nothing, whether I own or I don't own, but I'm not gonna say nothing. But note that if I did, it would be properly registered and yada yada yada. But there are many gun owners in Texas. That's why when I heard that she had 2 guns, I'm like, well, if she's got her stuff registered or not, you know. It is what it is. Now, you're a pew pew owner. I mean, nowadays it's like, how can you not be? I'm just, it's so unsafe nowadays. But thank you, Izzy. Thank you so much. Saludos, mi amor. Gracias, gracias. Shout out to you. Okay, so get this. Get this. You got the family that's coming out also. Daily Mail posted some pokers, some pictures. Lord have mercy. And it shows Jamie in a way in which she's like close to her family, maybe not. I don't really know. They have had some get-togethers together, carne asada, barbecue, Happy New Year's, that kind of thing, that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of side-eyeing everybody. I can't side-eye Rudy quite yet because I think that people that are in situations like Rudy, where you have parents, maybe parents made him do some stuff. Maybe parents pushed him. Maybe parents, because he willfully hid in the back, right? I mean, Rudy's a grown man too, right? But we don't know the level of coercion. Grown men can be coerced. You know what I'm saying? Grown men can be led. Grown men can be victims too. And I think that that's the thing about us as a society and the community. We can't really grasp our heads around that. That's why I don't outright say that I don't feel like, he's not. We don't know. We don't know. I will say this though, it doesn't surprise me that he doesn't want to speak up a little bit more. It really doesn't. I think that maybe there's a code there. Maybe, you just don't. Family problems are family problems. And that's how they have kept this family. Incest can also be a secret, right? Carne asada sounds more. I know, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. So let me go ahead and replay this, and then we're going to talk about Gypsy Rose for those that don't know who Gypsy Rose is, because it does have a similarity to Gypsy Rose as far as the case. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this clip for those that have not seen it.
We couldn't talk to Rudy Farias face to face today because he's in the hospital. He's been there at least a month, ever since he blacked out at home, nearly scaring his mother to death.
Because I just lost a son, and when he hit the floor, all I could think was, I can't lose another son. He's all.
So, this is Janie. Y'all remember Janie didn't want to show her face when her son was found. She said, please don't show my face and whatever, right? This was, what was it? 2012. So this was 3 years before he was reported missing. Keep that in mind. There was a lot of tragedy centered. And so it sounds like this reporter went out to interview her and her son about what was going on with Charles at the time. Charles had passed away, and the the Baptist church, the one that protests outside of military men, fallen soldiers, and they go out there and they say the craziest things, right? Well, Charles had a motorcycle accident which led to his death, and that church went out there, and I'm assuming that the reason why they went out there, which led to media notice, was because of the church being out there protesting. The Westboro, thank you, that fundamentalist church. They go out there and they say all kinds of crazy shit about people. They go out there with signs and they parade the fact that somebody has died, especially if they're a soldier. I mean, they got some backwards thinking. It is what it is. So I'm thinking that this is why this caught wind to the news, right? But then Charles passes away, and then the news network hears that there's more tragedy with this family, so they go back out there and they interview this family again. And now the tragedy is that Rudy is sick with cancer. So then it leaves us with questions. Okay, well, did he ever get better? What happened medically?
That's all I've got left.
We first met Rudy in February when he was trying to honor that other son, his older brother, Charles Uresti. He died in a motorcycle wreck. Charles was a Marine and more like a father than a big brother to Rudy. The 14-year-old, who, by the way, has cancer, wanted to honor Charles with a motorcycle procession to his gravesite. That's when Westboro Baptist Church started bullying him and threatening to picket.
That's the church.
Now, Rudy has cerebral spinal fluid leaking into his skull, putting pressure on his brain.
Now,
he's undergone several operations.
Are these pictures real? And I was thinking about this too. I said, let me do a quick image search. Y'all already know how they do it on Catfish, where they put the pictures on Google and then it tells you exactly where this picture came from. Do we see Rudy in this picture? They took up, medical staff usually allow you to take pictures of them while they're working on somebody or working on a patient. Reverse image. Thank you. I was thinking about that. It's like, did anybody reverse image this yet? Because if in 2012, the reporter completely picked this up and maybe they were given pictures too, just like we were given pictures when Rudy was in the hospital this, a week and a half ago, right? And we were told that mom took him to the medical doctor. Can we confirm that? Has anybody confirmed the fact whether this young man has been seen by a medical doctor? No, because when all of this went down, Rudy and mom were at a hotel, and that's where they met police to do the interviews. So it is a very strange picture. Truly, it really is. Thank you for that, love. Thank you. For the info. Did we do a reverse image search of this yet? Nobody can confirm it. So how do I know that these pictures in 2012 are accurate? I just don't, I don't know. And I would hate to say it, then there was this conflicting information of whether he did or he didn't have cancer. Team Brittany says, how can he be 14 years old in 2012 and also be 14 in 20? That's Team Brittany. This is why I said I don't understand. There's just so much contradiction to the damn info. I'm just, and I hate to say damn more than once. I do. But girl, I don't know. Give me 1 sec, because I got some people tagging me here. Gotcha. So according to the missing persons poster that circulated in 2015, Mr. Farias was suffering from PTSD, depression, and anxiety at the time he went missing. He reportedly had asthma. Janine Santana used to take the teenager for regular hospital checkups, insisting that the doctors check and scan him on all matters of illnesses. This is what the investigators told the many investigators that were hired by Janine to find Rudy. Okay. So the investigator said that she only knew of Mr. Farias ever having one friend, a woman his mother's age, who she had met online gaming. The private investigator got to know the woman, who she is not naming, and says she became akin to the mother and akin to a mother figure to him. In conversation with Mr. Farias' disappearance, the woman insisted that he had been seriously unwell and didn't have asthma or cancer, as the mother had claimed. So if the news didn't do this, all these people didn't do their due diligence to check these photos, where the hell is this photo from? So she just randomly took the picture, and the doctor's like, yeah, cool, you could take a picture of me and Rudy, and that's cool, put it on your Facebook. This was 2012.
Operations and has a feeding tube.
He doesn't deserve this.
Do y'all see some tears? I don't see no tears out of this lady.
He doesn't deserve any of this.
Now, the bank has foreclosed on the family's home. Rudy has written frantic emails from the hospital to try to stop it.
I'm pretty sure
to the mayor
that was mom who was writing those frantic emails to try to stop the foreclosure. So this lady knows how to get the media attention through tragedy.
To anyone he thinks might help. If not stop the foreclosure, then let him recover mementos from his brother. Things
Mm.
like photos and the flag Marines gave him after his brother's funeral. Things his mother says are set to be auctioned off with the contents of the house.
That's the only home he's ever known. But most important is his brother's things. He wants his brother's things. That's what he cherishes more than his own things.
I called the bank's lawyers to see if there was any way that could happen. He said he'd talk to the client and see what could be done. In the meantime, his mom wonders just how much longer Rudy's emotional strength will hold out. Strength that is keeping her going, too.
He's the one that tells me, Mommy, everything's going to be okay. He says everything's going to be okay. He says as long as we have each other.
Can y'all believe anything at this point that is said out there? Like, I'm just saying, nothing. I even think that these reporters back in 2012 were duped. I mean, what else? What else can you make of that? You can't believe, shoot, like anything that these people say at this. I'm just saying. And so I think that Rudy says, and I remember when all of this was coming out, I think this young man is speaking out in terms of like maybe he's the one that would know more, right? It must be really tiring to try to cater to mom if this is the way that she's acting. Like you can't keep up with such facade for so long, you know? Mm-mm-mm. Let's do a little quick Gypsy Rose talk, okay? So I know this case. I think I know it from like there's been so many documentaries about this case for those that are interested in why we're making that comparison. I'm pretty sure if you're true crime and you're a true crime junkie, you would know, you have to know the Gypsy Rose case because it was a very interesting time to have happened. So I think I could just do a quick summary without even having to read anything at this point. Gypsy Rose was a young girl who grew up essentially, she has her mom and her dad, but mom and dad separated at some point. And reportedly, Gypsy Rose was sick all the time, right? Gypsy Rose was taken to a variety of doctors. She was receiving all kinds of diagnoses. Mom is a caretaker. She was really parade medically out there. And I mean parade, I really mean parade. There are pictures of Gypsy Rose with Hillary Clinton out there that are still out there when the Clintons were in office. So that's how deep this was. And Gypsy Rose, when you watch Gypsy Rose as a child, I mean, she would her changes, there'd be changes to her voice to make herself look younger, more sickly, very much exaggerated. And so she was taking Gypsy Rose all over to get these doctors diagnoses. Essentially, what we found out, and we didn't find out until way later, mom was making Gypsy Rose sick and appeared sick. Um, there were times, I mean, I don't think I ever really saw a picture of Gypsy Rose with long hair. Her head had been shaved to kind of look like this kid with like cancer, right? Absolutely. So when you see Gypsy Rose and you're just like, whoa, like I have yet to see a photo where I could see, wow, Gypsy Rose had a pretty normal childhood. Absolutely. Gypsy Rose had free trips to Disneyland. They built their house. I think it was like a dream house or something. They came out there and they redid the whole house so that she can have a ramp for her wheelchair and whatnot. Gypsy recounts the times where she thought, I mean, she was told she couldn't walk. She really thought she couldn't walk. And then suddenly she realized she could walk. Um, there were those that were close to the family that kind of knew what was going on, but wouldn't necessarily speak up about it. Yes, she did. She lost all of her teeth due to the medicines, due to the medication. So it's really crazy because it's like our mom was intentionally making this kiddo sick. So then this happens. This was in an era, and this is the other part to this too. It's like this is in an era where I mean, the internet, not a lot of people had internet, right? I mean, you might have had an internet or a computer, but this is the landline era. You can't do screenshots out of a landline phone, right? So you would imagine that why this Rudy Farias story is like totally hot, and it's in every blog and it's all over YouTube and everybody's talking about it, is because compare the time to the Gypsy Rose situation to where we're at right now. Access to social media. This girl was really not allowed to have a life. And yeah, those were the dial-up days. Those were the you got mail days. Maybe even before that. Okay, the Yahoo days. So information about whether Gypsy Rose, Dee Dee, mom, and Gypsy Rose, and whether there was any scamish stuff was really not anything that anybody would have picked up on right away. Versus now, you don't have to sit down. Like, you could actually engage in some of these groups that are pulling information apart to determine if there's a scam going on or not. That's the difference. With Gypsy Rose, it was a different era. So Gypsy Rose starts to, she's growing up. She's having all these young women feelings, and she meets a man, a man her age online. I would say that. They start talking and they start like this little love affair and whatnot. I think it was on the, and then they took it over to the phone. They start texting each other and whatnot. It kind of goes to that point. Gypsy starts resenting her mother because she's noticing that, like, what role her mother has played in, like, being not only overbearing but trying to control every aspect of her life, making her sick, making her appear sick, making her act like she is sick or sickly. So she starts kind of connecting with a boyfriend, right? Sort of, K-Mac. I mean, yes and no. Boyfriend and Gypsy Rose come up with a plan to kill mom. And for those that are interested, there is HBO, I think, has the best documentary on this true crime story. I would recommend that y'all watch it because it's HBO, I think, did it better. So Gypsy starts figuring out that she's not really sick. She's not this, sickly girl. Um, but mom really had a role to play this. So Gypsy and boyfriend start plotting to murder mom in order for her to get away. That is the only outcome and way out of this in Gypsy Rose's mind, as well as the boyfriend. Because it wasn't like the mom was going to let her date. Yo, you're sick. That's the paycheck right there. That's the paycheck right there. Yes. Thank you. It was something like Mommy Dearest. I mean, it is, I would say it's probably worse than the Mommy Dearest Joan Crawford version of all that. Um, so she meets boyfriend, and I mean, he starts making her feel some type of way. He's gonna protect her. They plot up this whole thing to kill mom, and they do it. They kill mom. Gypsy played a huge role in this. And so now Gypsy, I believe she's been in prison for a couple of years now, but she has since remarried, and she has since talked about this whole situation. I think she's still there as we speak, serving time for the murder of her mother. So clearly, this has played a different part to this. But when people talk about Munchausen by proxy, because that was heavily heard in the Gypsy Rose case, is very similar to what we're seeing here, where mom is intentionally making you sick. Or is she? Or is she just telling people that you're sick and then using these photos to say that you're sick? Yeah, she got like, she should be let out here pretty soon. Yes. Yes. Yeah, dad was like, so dad was around initially, and then he kind of disappeared, and then suddenly he comes back up, you know? So essentially mom was raising Gypsy, but Gypsy was part of this whole scam thing. Oh, she'll be out soon. She'll be out soon. Some people have a really hard time with Gypsy Rose because it's kind of like, oh, next year. Okay. They don't know if they feel like is she truly a victim? Does she play a role in this? Very similar to where we are with Rudy at this point. A lot of us are feeling like, well, what role did Rudy play in this? I mean, did he or his family for that matter? What was it? Because at this point it's like, well, either or did you participate? I think that that's where people are left in question about this whole situation. How do you know but not really know? You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And let me see if I can pull. Is this it? Yes. Let me show you guys. Here's Grizzy's thing. So it's kind of like just a little quick summary of Gypsy Rose. I definitely recommend you guys watch it. I recommend the HBO because I think that it hits every aspect of this. So for those that don't know Gypsy Rose, that is the case. They're making comparisons Gypsy Rose to Rudy Farias in that case. It happened. It was a bizarre case, and then we're finding out during the trial that mom was really like abusive. Mom did a lot of stuff to Gypsy Rose. So, I mean, you can compare it. It just really depends whether you see Gypsy as a victim or not, even though she murdered her mom. Did she have an opportunity to get out? I don't know. I don't know. And this to me, so let me show you guys, and I'm sure some of you guys have already watched this, but essentially they're saying that this is where he was meant to hide out. I don't know. Let's see.
Never. You know, and my mom was never lying. Never.
That
So this is directly behind Rudy Farias' home. Part of what we suspect is that when his family would come by, Rudy was made to come back here into the woods. And there is, while she would prepare and hide any evidence of him still living there, while the aunts waited outside because they'd come to check on their mother who Taney had. And so he was made to come back here, according to a lot of, the people we've talked to. And you can see like signs like big hands. You can see cranberry juice, just like even takeout, rotisserie chicken.
When Grissy said that there was a forest behind the house, I literally thought that was like a forest. What do you mean a forest? I guess it's a very like wooded area behind her house. So I was very lost when she said that because I know I saw the video where she came out and she had scratches and bruises all over her, and I said, well, like where did she come? Like, did she come from a jungle? No, like it's really, I guess a lot of foresty pine trees. I don't know if it's pine trees, but a lot of trees in there, a lot of wildlife down there. So he was made to hide behind that house. Sounds like when they would go and look for him.
Really, really crazy stuff. Oh no, I see all the trash. Pee buckets too. We saw some pee buckets.
Pee buckets.
It's very sad, man. Cans.
Look at that. I'm hearing rattlesnakes rattle. I'm like, hell, let me get out of there right now. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Yes. Ugh. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm hearing rattlesnakes. I'm out of here. No. Look at that.
Man, I guess she was sending him back here every time family members came by. There's little bricks right there you can sit on, a little cooler over there. You can see everything. Look. rotisserie chicken. Like, hey, go eat outside. A lot of
And honestly, who's gonna look out there? If somebody's hiding out there, I'm not gonna go look out there in the like it's really lush. Look at that. Look at that. It's really lush. I mean, it would be good to understand, but I'm just sorry. Like this lady has the makings of just so much like I don't know, yo. Look at how lush that is. Hey Jules, look at this is crazy to me. So is police gonna go out there if they to go look for Rudy? No.
All right, I'm gonna slow this down. You guys see that car right there? Somebody came and picked it up after I left, and I came back to show you guys. All right, I just had to hurry back up and come over here because Janie was just here a while ago, and somebody picked up that car that was always sitting here, and you can see that car in all the press conferences and stuff. There was I guess like a Toyota car. It was sitting here in the driveway. Well, while after I finished leaving here, what a coincidence! Somebody came by and picked up the car. I don't know if they're selling it now, scrambling around trying to figure out what to do next. What's the best move? Flee the scene? Whatever. Man, that is just so crazy, friends.
Whoa. Hold up, y'all. That is insane. Yeah, I just don't think that this is the type of woman, like she is going to fight. Here we go. This is the video that I saw.
Kinds of crazy. Your girl just left the forest. Let me tell y'all real quick. I'm right here where Rudy used to live, right? I want to just tell y'all, I'm about to post some proof. I'm going to post proof because somewhere in the news conference or one of the aunts describes when she would come visit Rudy to check on her mother, like the grandma of the family, she would be made to wait at the door, right? This is Rudy's house where he used to stay. So I just got through walking through the forest. Look at me. I'm all sweaty, friends. I just got through walking through all that forest, and I found a spot where allegedly Rudy was made to wait. Like whenever his family would come visit, because a lot of people are like, well, how come his family didn't see if he was out there, inside the house? Why didn't they check around the house? They would inadvertently. They try to sneak and see if they could see him. Well, I'm looking at my legs.
I wouldn't go to the forest. Like there is they have a lush area in the back. I mean, come on now. If you hiding in the backwoods, you don't want to be found, right? So it's like I'm not gonna go out there to go check it out. I wouldn't think to look back there.
I don't even want to show y'all my legs, friends. I'm covered in like thorn bush. A lot of that. I went through a lot of thorn bush. My legs are all cut up. I can show y'all. My legs are all cut up right now.
That's a good point.
From doing it. And I just went through there and I found the spot. There's a lot of alcohol. Poor baby man was drowning himself out. A lot of alcohol bottles, some liquor bottles, rotisserie chicken, the plates where the containers where the rotisserie chickens are sold, takeout food. Like he would go back there and just wait it out until the coast was clear. Man, friends, that is so messed up. That is so messed up. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to put something together in regards to that. But yeah, there's support there. And there's like a door, the back gate. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Hold on. Let me show y'all. There's like a little trap door that would open and close. There's two ways he could have went over there.
Wow.
Man, look at this. And I'm about to show y'all because I went through all this stuff. I should have went through there, but como pendeja, I went somewhere over here. It's a lot of thorn bush all back there. But
that is great.
Let me climb over here. See? You see? You see?
I wonder, and not that I'm trying to dox or anything, I really don't want to, but I am kind of curious to know of a Google map area, like behind the house, Like, it's not like you have a neighbor behind you. They have lush behind them, a lot of lush behind them. So I'm kind of wondering, like, how far is it between for somebody to remain hiding? I mean, and we don't, and like somebody said in the chat, we don't, do we know that that belongs to Rudy or anybody? No, we don't. We really don't. I mean, that could have been anybody. You know what I'm saying? That truly could have been anybody. But for somebody to have remained like hidden there, I mean, it's very easy. Very, very easy. SW, thank you for gifting memberships, love. I didn't even see that. Thank you so much for doing that. It looks great. I mean, y'all can hear the rattles in there. I said, no, I'm not going over there. That's scary.
And there's a lot of evidence back there, which I'm going to upload because I kept getting a bad signal and stuff. So just, I got stuck one more time. I can't take it, man. Oh my God, I just want to curl up in a ball with my dog, man. Man, this stuff is crazy, friend. We can't make this stuff up. Woo.
Look at that.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to support that he would probably be back there just to hide it out and wait. I got my man. All right, friends, you need some time because like I even got it across my face and everything, friends. Like I have thorns in my hair, and I lost some equipment. Does anybody know where I can find?
Hold up.
The piece that goes, that is so detrimental to port thing. It's so to it, and then it connects and share the way everybody. I went all the way back to the woods because I didn't want nobody saying, "Oh, you might have missed it." I went all the way back and all the way, and they said it was behind his house. So yeah, I went all the way back there. Crazy stuff, man.
Oh my God.
Pray for the boy. Pray for him, man, because this stuff is sad, man. There's a lot of evidence to support, like a lot of the things that were said, and that's what we want. We want receipts. All right, friends.
So let me show you for those that are coming in and didn't see that. So that was her initial video, and then she actually went back there. Watch again. Hold up.
We're lying. Never.
This is the video she's talking about.
So this is directly behind Rudy Farias' home. Part of what we suspect is that when his family would come by, Rudy was made to come back here into the woods. And there is, you know, while she would prepare and hide any evidence of him still living there.
Wow.
While the aunts waited outside because they'd come to check on their mother who Taney had. And so he was made to come back here, according to a lot of, you know.
Remember in the press conference when the auntie, MJ, thank you for becoming a member. Remember in the press conference when the auntie was saying that that she was a Paulina. Y'all remember Paulina? Because she was saying a lot of stuff, right? She was saying all kinds of stuff and everything. Paulina said that she was a home health aide, right? Paulina's a home health aide, you know, she's doing her thing and whatnot. Paulina said that Janie would keep an eye on mom and that she would go down there, right? So mom, who was getting older, was telling the family that she would see Rudy. And and people would ask Janie, like, she's saying that she saw Rudy. And Janie would be like, nah, man, she's senile. She's not, you know, like all kinds of, you know, just trying to, she's getting older. She's trying to say all kinds of crazy things about mom. But in reality, maybe she did see Rudy this whole time. And every time the aunties would come, she's, you know, hiding him behind here. I would think that that's very probable too, you know?
The people we've talked to, and you can see like signs like big hands.
Look at that.
You see cranberry juice, just like even takeout, rotisserie chicken. Really, really crazy stuff. Oh no, let's see. All the trash, pee buckets too. We saw some pee buckets.
Wow.
It's very sad, man.
That's crazy. What, Karen? What guy needs a pee bucket? Poop bucket? Maybe she called it a pee bucket, but I don't know. It's a poop bucket. I mean, if you're down there, are you really paying attention to the buckets? That's a good question. You know? That's a good question. I don't know. This is why I was like, a urine bucket would be from the house, I would assume. Yeah, but who needs a pee bucket if who's paying attention? Like you just when you go, you go. If you're out there hiding out there, you really gonna pay attention? It should smell down there. I mean, you would think. Mosquitoes are bad in Houston. Spraying is the only way to deal with them. That's right, Helen. Buckets could be used to sit. It's a plant pot. I don't know what year she passed, but they had a custody battle over her, right? I remember in the court documents, and Janie said it herself, that she was in conflict with this family because of mom's passing. It could be a sit stool. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Aw, Chico, you are awesome. Thank you, Chico. Appreciate you. Shout out to my beautiful mods and my members. Thank you. Ooh. Well, there's no mattresses out there. That's what people are saying too, love. I'm so glad you brought that up. People are saying that. You know? I don't think so either. But y'all see all that stuff right there? This is what it's so conflicting. It's a lot that just doesn't quite make sense. It's a lot that doesn't make sense. I don't know. So Ellen says this looks like a homeless encampment. Who knows what to believe in? It's a lot. It's a lot different things, you know. But the thing is, though, is we just don't know. Well, I don't know what to make of this. Like, look at this. I heard rattlesnakes. I'm out of there. I am not hanging out for rattlesnakes. Look at that.
Man, I guess she was sending him back here every time family members came by. There's little bricks right there you can sit on. A little cooler over there. You can see everything. Look.
A cooler.
Look, rotisserie chicken. Like, hey, go eat outside.
Yo, but it's a whole cooler. Like we don't know if he was there for a couple hours or it could have been somebody, or was he there by himself the whole time? I just feel like there has to be other family members that knew what was up. I'm just having to I'm trying to figure how all of this happens. Rattlesnakes, I'm sure there's no rabbits over there. Poor rattlesnakes. Oh Lord, beer. They got beer. It's very close to the house, isn't it? Very close to the house. I mean, completely close.
A lot of.
Look at that. Yo, I could hear the rattle of a snake. I'm like, I'm out of here. Look at how. See what I'm saying? If we had an aerial map, because this is lush behind this house. It's a lot of lush. If we had an aerial map to see, like, what else? Is there more lush after that? Does it continue? Or, like, is there any neighbors behind? Like, or do they just share that piece? I'm curious. Homeless people will be right next to the fence. You send me, yeah, I would love if you could send Bunny, if you could send me that map. I'm kind of curious, like if we can get an aerial view of this, I would love it. You know what I'm saying? Without showing any addresses, it'd be great. It's insects.
All right, I'm gonna slow this down. Do you guys see that car right there?
Look at that car.
Somebody came and picked it up after I left, and I came back to show you guys.
That's crazy.
All right, I just had to hurry it back up and come over here because Janie was just here a while ago, and somebody picked up that car that was.
She probably has multiple cars. My understanding is that she had a rental.
Was always sitting here, and you can see that car in all the press conferences and stuff. there was I guess like a Toyota car. It was sitting here in the driveway. Well, while after I finished leaving here, what a coincidence! Somebody came by and picked up the car. I don't know if they're selling it now, scrambling around trying to figure out what to do next. What's the best move? Flee the scene? Whatever. Man, that is just so crazy, friends.
That is crazy. That is crazy. All right. We're not watching Miss Christina Randall. Shout out to her. Okay. Are there any houses that would be attached? That's what I'm saying is I'm wondering what houses would be attached to any of that. If anything, right? Here's the group. Dang, this group just keeps. I'm telling you, it's amazing how much it grew from 800 to now 32K at this point. Hey Heels, how are you? Or 38K at this point. I do want to get in contact with the reporter Heels because I saw your comment. I said I need to figure out who that reporter is that did the story in 2012 because I want to know if he might be working for another network, but I would love for him to make a statement about the story that he covered in 2012 pertaining to this. You know, is this house a rental or their own home? That's a good question. There's a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of unanswered. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Johnson, how are you, love? But I'm wondering. So a lot of people, this is where's everybody out? So again, it's just amazing to me that when we were covering this story, literally 800 to now like over 38.2 people, everybody's speaking out about the story. This was no secret to some people who knew Rudy. The day he was found, someone commented and said she'd been hiding him and there were tons of secrets about to come out. Guess what? She was right about almost everything she said. I'm going to interview that person this week. I can't post TTs, but if approved, I'll post SS screenshots of Janie and Nikki commenting on the original video. Lord have mercy. I'm sure that a lot of these folks have a lot of bloggers here. They're doing quizzes here on this group now. This is that same clip that we were playing earlier for those that we're talking about Fox 26 interview. Let's see. Okay, I think I hear the dinging of oh shoot. Discord. This is the Texas EquiSearch. I did reach out to Texas EquiSearch and they said that they are not going to be giving that they're allowing the police because it's an active investigation as we speak. They're allowing the police to kind of do what they have to do. Hold up, y'all. Let me check this Discord real quick. Awesome. Thank you. But of course, Mel. Shout out to Mel. You already know Mel. Mel pulled it. Look at this. Okay. Oh, this is awesome to kind of pull out. Hold up. Did Mel pull it yesterday? Shout out to Mel. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can pull this picture. Listen, I feel like I'm a MacBook user, 2144. So that's kind of what I'm running right here. And I hate how sensitive it is sometimes. Here it is. Okay, let's pull this picture, okay? 2144. Y'all don't mind Mel, but Mel's in this picture. Shout out to him. Let me remove this banner real quick. This is the picture. Let me take down the comment. Look at this. It's lush. It's lush for the most part. Do y'all see that? So the address is there. And please do not go harassing these people or anything like that. Do not go to these people's houses. There's no neighbors behind there. That's forest. I literally thought like there would be like a neighbor or something, but that is forest. That is forest. You know, that's just crazy. What do you guys think? I know Ikamel. Shout out to Ikamel. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. It's thick terrain for sure. I mean, I'm gonna need my Jeep on this one right here when I go driving through there. If I go driving through there, look at the ticks and mosquitoes. God knows what's back there. Oh, you did? Well, I mean, I'm not worried about that. You really can, Annette. You really can. That area looks like a scary place to hide. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I don't see any school nears there. I mean, but can you imagine? Does anybody get lost back there? That's deep. That's like a lot of terrain deep. You know? That's way back in the woods. So it's easy to hide down there. It's easy to hide. I mean, truly it is. Let me play this video. This kind of piqued my interest. Hold up. Let's see what's going on.
Also known as, I don't know what the fuck her
Holy shit.
Maria, aka Tiny. I am a real fucking person, so I thought I would make a video so that everybody knows what the hell we are all talking about and have been dealing with for the last 4 years. Unfortunately for some of us, we got sucked into this fucking web of lies that Janine Santana, also known as Alexis, also known as, I don't know what the fuck her name is today, Bella, Christina. She's probably Ron Harris as well. I have no idea. You guys figure it out for yourselves or do your own investigating if you don't believe me. Long story short, we all met Janie when she claimed that her son was missing. I do believe that at some time he was missing. However, since then, I believe that he has been found and that she knows exactly where he is at. I also believe that she has been hiding this fact from everybody because she still used this as a ploy to scam people and bullshit people and get people to feel sympathy for her and empathy, which we fell into that trap. So I am kicking myself in the ass. But with that being said, I want everybody to know that she is a fucking liar. I have told her myself. I have confronted her. I have messages from her and I have screenshots. So if anybody wants to see them, please feel free to call me. If she has a problem with this video, she has my phone number. She knows where I live. And she can personally contact me, which I've given her that option as well. And she has not responded because she knows that she has been busted. Second of all, Bella, let's get to Bella. Bella on October 29th was supposedly kidnapped from her home, beaten, left half to death, found after several weeks, put in a coma. And all of a sudden, although she could not respond to anybody or be on Facebook or anything up until 2 weeks ago when Christina came up missing, which I'll come back to that in a second. All of a sudden, she has fucking bounced back and she remembers everybody and she's just so happy and she's fully well. Another reason I would say, if Bella is fucking real and if this really happened, show us proof. I want a video of Bella, not no goddamn fucking Facebook message that you're typing yourself. I want to see proof that she was in the hospital and in this coma and beaten to death, so that everybody else can see what I'm talking about. All your fucking lie after lie after lie after lie. Thirdly, let's get back to Christina Jacks. Christina Jacks supposedly was coming to see Bella. Well, guess what? Oh my God, Christina, her crazy ex-boyfriend followed her from Phoenix, beat her half to death. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, he poisoned her. Is that right, JD? I get mixed up with all your fucking lies. He poisoned her, left her for dead in her hotel, and here comes Janie to the rescue with her fake make-believe Ron Harris that rescued her, yet this is your friend, and you send her by ambulance to the hospital. Then nobody can get a hold of her. Her crazy ex-boyfriend stole her phone, and she's been out of the loop for a while. But since I called her out on this, with Bella, with Christina, with Ron, all of a sudden, Christina and Bella are back on. But if you guys notice, if anybody really fucking pays attention, none of them are on at the same time. Maybe 2 people at one time, because Janie is in control of all these profiles, period. If I am wrong, please prove me fucking right.
You're not wrong,
please.
lady.
If I am wrong, please prove me wrong. I want actual video footage of Christina, actual video footage of Bella and Janie, all 3 at the same time. I guarantee you that will not happen because she is a fucking liar. Also, I want to know where Rudy's at. Janie asked me to lie to a detective, which I've tried to call him a couple of times and tell him that she was in Chicago so that they would stop looking for her in regards to Rudy. I'm sorry, but if my son is missing, I would want to know where the fuck he is, and I would want everybody and their mama helping me try to find him. Why has she not looked for him no more? Why does she not share his flyer anymore? Why doesn't she comment about Rudy being missing anymore? Because she knows where he's at.
This is from...
If anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me. I have no problems, no issues saying what the hell I believe to be fact.
Hold up. Girl, hold up. You hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Back it up. Hold up. Damn it. I can't believe I lost the group. Give me 1 second. You said that is from 29. That video is from 2019. This video right here with the lady who's. So she had this in my files from July 2019 from a rainy day. So do y'all see what I'm saying? She had been busted back then. And now we got outrage? 2019? And now we're mad? Something's wrong. According to her, she believes Janie has him hidden. Sarah said the same thing because the person he was set to testify was a close relative. Then there's that apparently he was supposed to be testifying for some criminal situation. What if he's not really hidden? Anyways, when I call you, please do me a favor and tell Tiny you fucking talk to me on the phone live and that I'm effing real. No problem. Janie asked me to lie and say I spoke with Bella and Christina to tell the woman who outed her that I video chatted them when I didn't. And I know it sounds far-fetched. Lord have mercy. What are y'all?
Rhea, aka Tiny.
This is crazy. This was 2019. Shout out to the freaking the Facebook group. Because I'm telling you, these people have been doing it for years. So I'm just having, by the way, I took my thumbnail from here. Shout out to them. They did an awesome job. You guys go check them out. Because I was like, oh my God, this is great. I took the picture from the thumbnail to make the thumbnail for this live. Oh my God. Yo. Hey, I grift for likes. Thank you, love. Thank you. I do grift for likes. No, I think that was just somebody that was supporting her at the time. I don't think this was a half sister. I'm confused. Shout out to the Facebook group. Yes, man, they doing the damn thing. What the heck? Look at there's Alexis Santana, aka Janie. She was using all these people. Yes, you do. It's me, Janie, Rudy's mom. Janie does not look like that. We've already figured out who Janie was. This is insane. Is this supposed to be her? Hold up. There's no sound to this.
Hey, Rudy, all the way. Hey, Rudy, all the way.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy, people. Wow, look at all this. And again, we've already posted that. I hope that guy starts talking. Grandma would always alert her daughter that Rudy was there at the house, but Janie would say Grandma had dementia. Remember I said that she was either she had dementia or something was going on with her? Right. Give me 1 sec, guys. Anyways, oh my God, the green lights. The green lights. There's that green light. Rudy Farias hiding spot behind his home. Rudy Farias hiding spot behind his home. That is insane. You guys understand how, like, the story is just insane. Insane. This is crazy, yo. Wow. Claims of CPS making Rudy sick before he went missing. Hopefully, this is on record and shows patterns of years of abuse alleged. By the way, this was a public comment. Okay, I never met Janie in person. We met over the phone when I found out that she had a child with my cousin. From that day on, I knew she was filled with deception and lies. I wanted to meet Rudy, her son. But she always found an excuse to keep him away from me. He and I talked several times, and she did manipulate his life. You could tell by the way he talked to me. He's very afraid of her. I'm surprised no one is talking about when Child Protective Services got involved with her in 2012. They thought she was making Rudy sick purposely or saying that he was always sick. Some kind of munch house. They put munch house syndrome. Munch house syndrome. I'm sure they meant munch house and by proxy, but I don't know what became of the investigation. This is crazy. This is crazy. Dizzy, thank you so much. I got your package, by the way, on Amazon. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sean, that the green light was significant to Charles. Oh my God. It's the deception for me. It's the lies for me. It's the lies, Linda. Look it. This is what she looks like. I don't see a crying mother in here. I'm just saying. All these private investigators, how do you go? This is what I don't understand. How do all these people get duped? You know, I don't want to show that. How do all these people get duped for so many years and then it's in the family? Like, I just, ooh. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know what to say. This is it's like madness. I don't know. That's right, Amethyst. That's right. Lord have mercy. Look, we will be back probably talking about this maybe later on. I'm not really sure. I'm getting some more information. I'm trying to like actually cut it down as we go through these. There's something else that I want to go back live on and we'll be talking about it. I'm going to have to head out here, but I want to thank everybody for coming through today. I appreciate you guys all. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. We talked a little bit about Gypsy Rose. Do you guys find some commonalities with her case and Rudy's? And was he really hiding behind the house so many years? And if that is the case, like how did she get away with this? Or was Rudy somehow involved in this? What do y'all think? Because it's a lot. I'll let you guys go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You guys have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Rabbits out.